Hello. We just did my skincare routine on stream. This is what you're missing if you don't follow me on twitch.tv/DuncanCantDie. Thank you, LazyCat, for the 2 subs. But this is what you're missing out on, is watching me do my full skincare routine and explain what my routine is and all of that stuff. So yeah, come follow me on Twitch, join the streams in the future, practice skincare, all of that stuff. Talking of skincare, the big drama right now on the internet is Valkyrae, and a lot of people accusing Valkyrae of being a scammer. So Valkyrae announced Reflect by Valkyrae, okay? So let's have a watch of Reflect by Valkyrae and see what's going on.
Meet Reflect. It's the skincare collection that's for everyone who uses a screen. It's designed to protect your skin against blue light, which is emitted from all digital screens. Yes, even the one you're using right now. What I wanted to create with Reflect was a collection that could help people protect themselves against blue light pollution. Because when you feel your best, you can reflect your best.
Okay, well, it's a well-known fact that screens do put out blue light. This is why people have eye strain issues when they look at screens for too long. The 2 things that contribute to eye strain on a screen, of course, being the flicker and the blue light. So there was then a New York Times article about a year and a half ago, and she says she's been working on this for about 2 years. So it lines up perfectly with this New York Times article that I'm not going to pay for New York Times to read it. But basically, it talks about how blue light is bad for your skin, and it can cause melanation, and it can cause, damage and shrinking of cells and all of this. And then it links that to screens. And the reason it does that is because of a study from 2010 that mentioned that screens give off blue light and that it might require further investigation. Now, the thing that we do know is that screens provide a lot less blue light than, for example, sunlight. We're well aware that the blue light in sunlight definitely does damage our skin, right? Like, we know that our skin is damaged by the blue light in sunlight. This is a fact. But screens give off infinitely less, like just an infinitesimal proportion of the blue light that the sun does, okay? And as a result, when you actually look at the studies themselves, this Beiersdorf study from 2021, basically the conclusion is that the artificial blue light has a negligible effect on skin. The Beiersdorf research team, headed by Dr. Ludger Kolb, chief scientist of photobiology, refuted the sometimes critical voices circulating on the subject of artificial blue light. Public discourse has been characterized by a lack of knowledge and of scientific studies, but through our research activities, we've managed to prove the amount of artificial blue light emitted during the conventional use of electronic devices is nowhere near enough to trigger harmful skin effects, explains Colby. If you were to spend an entire week in front of a monitor, uninterrupted, at a distance of 30 centimeters from the screen, this would be the same as just 1 minute outside on a sunny summer day in Hamburg at midday. 1 minute versus 7 days, uninterrupted, 30, and nobody should be only 30 centimeters from their screen, right? 30 centimeters from your screen. So, this product and the promise it's making with this video is misleading. I think it does constitute a scam, reflect a new kind of screen protection. But here's my question. Is it Valkyrae scamming people, or is Valkyrae actually the first victim of this scam? Because this paper was published in 2021 after she had already started working on this brand, after a New York Times article had talked about how bad screens are for your skin, right as she was starting to produce this brand with somebody else. And she has an associate's degree in the arts. She's not a scientist, she's not a chemist, she's not a biologist, and she's definitely not a cosmetics specialist. So do I think that Valkyrae went out of her way and went, I'm a multi-millionaire, the queen of YouTube, all of this fandom, all of this fan base that she could monetize in any number of ways, and she goes, I'm going to try and make a quick buck scamming them on skincare? I don't think so. I don't think she would do that. I think that would be a terrible, terrible business move, and she has proven time and time again that actually she is an astute businesswoman. And so the issue here is that she didn't do her research before signing on with a brand and allowing that brand to make her one of the owners and therefore the main face of the brand, when this backlash hit, it hit Valkyrae hard. And I'm not trying to simp for Valkyrae, okay? I'm not saying that she is blameless here, but her crime here isn't trying to scam her viewers, her audience, her followers. Her crime here is that she trusted this business partner that she has, allowed them to set up this whole thing, and just didn't do her research, did not do her due diligence, which she should have done. I'm going to be honest, it is disappointing that she did not do so, right? But there were studies that said it could be damaging and all of this, but she didn't do her due diligence, because if she had, she'd have seen that there were studies in 2018 as well that went into this and showed that it had a negligible effect. They weren't quite as in depth as this study by Dr. Jacobi, but, you know, they were decent studies. And she even tweeted out on her second account and then deleted, "I was told to wait until tomorrow to speak. I'm also very confused," right? So Valkyrae, the creator who is scamming people, actually tweeted and then deleted this on the advice of her lawyers, saying that she couldn't speak about it yet. Now, she hasn't spoken at this point. I've waited a full 24 hours before covering this here on stream. But I think some of the outrage directed at Valkyrae is unfounded. People messaging her going, "It's only soap," or "You're a scammer," or "How could you take advantage of your audience?" Like, I don't think that that's fair just because I don't think she knew. I think all of the evidence shows that she doesn't know. Now, the two criticisms that I have are that first criticism of she didn't do her research into this and didn't look into it in more detail. And as a result, she has allowed people to be scammed or allowed people to use her name to scam, but also that she didn't even read her own website. Because if she had read the terms of service on her own website, I think anybody reading this would realize that this probably is snake oil, that this is probably a scam. So Section 3, accuracy, completeness, and timeliness of information. We are not responsible if information made available on this site is not accurate, complete, or current. The material on this site is provided for general information only and should not be relied upon or used as the sole basis for making decisions without consulting primary, more accurate, more complete, or more timely sources of information. Any reliance on the material on this site is at your own risk. This site may contain certain historical information. Historical information necessarily is not current and is provided for your reference only. We reserve the right to modify the contents of this site at any time, but we have no obligation to update any information on our site. You agree that it is your responsibility to monitor changes to our site. This is the real fuck up for Valkyrae, in my opinion. This is where she really messed up and definitely owes people an apology. I can overlook, or I think most people can forgive somebody falling for a scientist telling them, "This is how this works. Look at this study, and not going and double checking for themselves, because people trust people. And it's not bad to trust people, okay? I'm not saying you should never trust anybody. But in business, you should never trust anybody who writes a terms of service section like this. Okay? If this is what they give you because she will have seen this site before it all went live, right? And if on your site, if you don't go and read everything on a brand that is using your name and your name basically exclusively to market their product, and you don't read the website, that is negligent. So anybody who's bought this product and been scammed should be refunded. I don't think anybody who has bought this product should be left hanging. Every single person should be refunded in full on principle, because this is sold on the basis that it's good for you and it protects you against blue light. Now, it could actually be a good cleanser, a good moisturizer, and a good Revive eye treatment. For all we know, these could be fantastic products, absolutely brilliantly formulated, but they're relying on a gimmick, and they're relying on a piece of information that is fundamentally and provably not true. And at that point, if you are marketing a product on something that just isn't true, you are, in fact, scamming people. Doing this knowingly is a scam, okay? I don't care how you want to dress it up, what you want to do about it, whether you blame Valkyrae or not. And you can have a different opinion to me. In fact, comment down below or in stream chat right now. In the bottom left, you can see the comments of people in my chat and what they think. And whether they think this is Valkyrae's fault, whether they think this is the fault of whoever this mysterious partner is, or whether they think nobody's to blame because it's just marketing. I mean, you can have whatever opinion you want. I think primarily this is the scientist's fault. This is whoever's been formulating these and has been lying to Valkyrae. Okay? Key ingredients. Reflect is powered by blue light prevention factor. Oh, no. Rice extract. 2 ingredients that we created to shield your skin from blue light damage. Never mind. No. The scientist is definitely to blame. I haven't read this yet. Oh, no. It's a cleanser. It's a cleanser. You wash cleanser off. You don't leave it on your skin. What is this crystal? The BLPF crystal. The magical BLPF crystal. Oh, no. Full ingredient list. Okay. No, it's got alcohol in it. No! No, it's just cheap. It's just cheap. Yeah, this is just cheap moisturizer with a couple of things added to it. So no, this isn't worth the money. It's not a good product. I will allow Beryl to have a quick look at it because she is even more knowledgeable about skincare than I am. But as it is, no, I don't like it. I don't like it, okay? I think this is bad skincare as well. I think everybody deserves their money back. I think that everybody should be fully refunded. And Valkyrae does owe an apology for this. But do I think she is the primary person to blame? No. I think the primary person to blame is the person who dragged her into business here. And I think that that person should be held very, very accountable. Okay? No creators should work with that person in the future. Let me know what you think. I'm always open to other opinions. Thank you, Zeronis, for extending your sub. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.